Hello and welcome back to another video. My name is Dallin Anderson. Today we are going to be talking about 3 coins I think are going to moon super hard. Before we get started though, if you aren't a member of the free Discord, please click the link in the description box below and get started with the free Discord community. Also check out the VIP program, link in the description box below, and get started with VIP signals. And without further ado, we'll get straight into today's video. All right, so we are starting off with SEI today for the first coin on our list. Make sure that you stay clear till the very end of today's video because I am going to run over the total crypto market cap. So if you're wondering about the whole market cap, make sure that you stay clear till the end. So SEI. Now this coin looks very, very good. This is a very first cycle, meaning that this coin has not had a full cycle. There's coins that were out previously, like a lot of different coins that pumped last cycle that have had cycles, whereas SEI has not yet had its first cycle. So we do see nice Elliott waves here with SEI. We've got a wave 1 here, a wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and wave 5. Now, after that, we got an expanded flat correction. You can see an A wave here, a B wave here, and a C wave coming back down. So this is a full Elliott wave count here on SEI, and we do see that we came back down to the 618 level. So let's go ahead and change the color here. So we came right back down to that 618 level. That is the golden pocket, also known as the Vegas wave. So that 618 level is one of the best places that you can pick up these coins, and that's exactly the area the SEI came down and tested. So that looks really good here. Also, we're starting to bottom out. We're starting to see more upside coming in the short term, and so I do suspect that we will continue on the upside here, that we're going to keep pushing up through. We just broke out of a bullish flag pattern, so I think we'll keep pushing up through resistance. Here's the bullish flag right here. And like I said, you can see we're pushing up through this resistance. We're looking really bullish here with SEI. So that's on the 4-hour. And like I said, the big picture looks really good as well. We're watching that 618 level. It hasn't had a cycle. So a lot of times when coins have not had their first cycle, they're definitely ones you want to keep your eyes on because those are the coins that are going to take off, that are going to do really good. A lot of times because they've never had cycles, they have a really big first cycle. So those coins that have previously had cycles, it doesn't mean that they're bad coins to invest in. They can have big cycles too. But one very effective trading strategy is to find those new coins, those coins that have not had cycles yet, because then you can play really early on and get in way before that first cycle. And that first cycle sometimes has 10,000% gains, or at least 1,000% a lot of times in crypto. So that's the most profitable cycle that there is that first cycle. So that's one of the reasons I'm watching SEI is because of that first cycle. Again, it looks really bullish here on the daily, and it looks really bullish zoomed in on the 4-hour time frame as well. So yeah, I like this setup with SEI. Looks really good. I expect a lot more upside coming with this coin. So let's talk a little bit about Filecoin. Filecoin is the next coin on today's list. There's quite a few reasons why I'm watching Filecoin, and let's talk about those. So here on the daily candlesticks, we also have an Elliott wave count here with Filecoin. You can see wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and then our fifth wave right here. Then we get our ABC correction down, A, B, C. In this case, it was a regular zigzag instead of an expanded flat like we saw with SEI. But yeah, this pattern here on Filecoin is a very bullish pattern. Just like SEI, this is a complete Elliott wave cycle. We're back onto major support levels, and this one came down to the 786, but those are kind of the areas we're looking for. We watched the 50%, the 618, and that 786 level often when we're trading these markets. So Filecoin is definitely looking good here down on the 786 Fibonacci level. I expect we do push up through short-term resistance, which is the 618. You can see the 618 has become resistance. So I do suspect us to push up through that short-term resistance and start going up towards wave A and wave B here in the short term with Filecoin. Now, with that being said, the big picture is what I'm really focused on. So that's the daily. But if we go out here on Filecoin to the big picture, like way zoomed out, maybe on the weekly candlesticks here, you'll start to see the real reason that I'm interested in Filecoin. So market cycles are one of the most important things that we talk about on this channel, right? Cycles is really how we're able to buy the dip and then sell it later for a big profit because of these cycles. So when it comes to Filecoin, this is a perfect market cycle, right? You have 5 waves up, you get an extended fifth wave here, you get an ABC correction back down. This is a perfect market cycle. Additionally, you can see that we have massive increasing volume, like massive increasing volume. Now, normally, increasing volume and decreasing price is bearish. But, as you can see, while Filecoin was actually crashing, the volume was decreasing. The volume didn't start increasing until it started going sideways, right at this point right here. So that's actually super bullish to have decreasing volume and price, then going sideways and seeing increasing volume and increasing price. That's super bullish here in the big picture with Filecoin. That looks amazing to see that setup, to see increasing volume and accumulation happening in the same time here. So what we got to do here is we can pull up the market cycle chart, and if you just drop it on top of Filecoin, you can just copy the image here and press paste, and it pops right up here. And you can see here that this is a spitting image of the Wall Street cheat sheet, which is really what we're using a lot in these coins on these charts to be able to predict these markets, right? To be able to say, okay, it's going to turn around here. It's oversold. It's in the depression phase. That's exactly where Filecoin is at right now. So I really love this setup here in the big picture with Filecoin. I do think we're getting ready for a big picture Elliott wave count here. So we'll get a big picture 3 wave, a big picture 4 wave, and eventually a 5th wave here. Now, we could talk about whether Filecoin will break its all-time high again or not. That's not really the purpose of today's video. The purpose of today's video is mainly to show you guys that Filecoin is in the depression phase of its cycle, and it's getting ready to come out of that depression phase and start to head into a new cycle. Now, when coins do that, they usually stop in between wave A and wave B. So there's a lot of upside here with Filecoin. That's a huge percentage gain just to wave A and wave B here. So there's a lot of profit to be had on Filecoin. This is really one of the best setups. It looks amazing, so keep your eyes on Filecoin. Okay, so the other coin that we're talking about today is SUI, that is SUI. And this one is another example of a really good setup. This hasn't had its first cycle. As you can see, it got added to the exchange, it went down, it started to round out, it started to go up, but it hasn't had its first cycle yet. It's still in its very first cycle. So like I said earlier, a lot of times these first cycle coins can do really good. A lot of times these first cycle coins do higher percentage gain than the ones that have already had cycles previously. So that's one reason I'm watching SUI. The other reason is because of the structure, right? I've seen coins get added to exchanges before. I know what it looks like when a new coin hasn't had a cycle, and SUI is exactly what it looks like, right? A lot of times coins get added to the exchange and they go down and they round out like this. Then they start to break out, they start to go up to their all-time highs, and they have their first cycle. So this is exactly what it looks like. This is what Ethereum looked like when it got added to Poloniex back in 2015, right? Multiple years ago, when Ethereum first came out. This is exactly what it looked like. So I love this setup here on SUI. First cycle coin has not had a full cycle yet. Because of that, I expect a very, very big first cycle here with SUI. Now, with that being said, in the short term, we have an expanded flat correction. So let's do an Elliott wave count here. We have wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, and then we get A, B, C. A, B, and C. Then we come back down to the 618 level here as well. As you can see, coming back down to the 618 here with SUI, that level is called the golden pocket, the golden ratio. So the golden ratio is found throughout nature. It's the 618 Fibonacci level, and that level is also found in trading. We find it in these charts. It's a great place to buy. So seeing SUI dropping down to this 618 level here on the daily time frame is super, super bullish. Also, you guys, just so you know, SUI looks exactly like ExxonMobil before ExxonMobil took off. So this is called a broadening triangle pattern here. And if we go back over to a new thing, which is ExxonMobil, new chart here, I'll just show you what happens as a result of these broadening triangle patterns. So if you look here on ExxonMobil on the monthly time frame, you can see the same exact structure that SUI is doing is the same structure that ExxonMobil already previously did. So you can see this is a broadening triangle pattern, right? A lot of people, maybe you've never seen this pattern before, but a lot of people would get caught up in this pattern and sell right here before the move that comes afterwards, right? So this is ExxonMobil, the oil company, gas and oil. This is an example of a broadening triangle pattern, right? This is what happens after the pattern starts to play out. It's a bullish pattern. You start to get more upside. So let's go back over to SUI because ExxonMobil just started a massive bull market, right? You can see that we broke out of this triangle. We're going into a bull market here. We just started to break the all-time high. ExxonMobil is in a massive bull market. So if we go back over to SUI, it looks exactly the same. The only difference is it hasn't broke out yet. It's the same structure, it's the same pattern as ExxonMobil. So let's go ahead and put it on the 4-hour here. And you can see here, it's the same thing, right? Broadening triangle, same structure. So what I expect to have happen here with SUI is the same thing that happened with ExxonMobil, which is a pump up to the top of this triangle and a break above the all-time high and the beginning of a massive bull market here with SUI. So that's my view on SUI and on Filecoin as well as SEI. So last but not least, let's talk about the total market cap. The total crypto market cap is in a massive bull flag. I talked about this in the previous videos as well as my live stream. This is a textbook bull flag. So that means if you were to buy a technical analysis book and then go find the bullish flag pattern, you're going to see a pattern that looks almost exactly like this, right? That's textbook, meaning that it's a perfect example of the pattern you're looking for. So this bullish flag is bullish, right? It's a bullish pattern. So watch for this pattern on the total market cap. Watch for a breakout above resistance here because of this bullish flag pattern. So yeah, I love this setup here with the total crypto market cap. I expect more upside coming over the next few months with the crypto total market cap. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. I hope you learned something and found it valuable. If you did, please share it with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you guys in future videos. As always, stay profitable out there.